Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and present my screen. Yesterday, we started learning in social studies, so we started social studies finally. We started learning about the 5 major religions of the world. They all started in ancient times in different ancient civilizations that we've talked about, which is why we talk about these 5. So if we go over to Google Classroom and we scroll all the way down to social studies, the only assignment we have there right now is the World Religions Notes. So we're going to go ahead and open those. We need the Google document open. And you can open up the PDF, yeah. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. What? You just made it up. Yeah. Okay. So you need to be opening up both of those, please. So you should have the Google Slides, sorry, not the slides, the Google document and the PDF open, please, and thank you. Okay, well now you get to just listen today. All right. It looks like a lot of you guys are actually already onto it. So yesterday we already finished the Judaism one, which is people that are Jewish. They celebrate Hanukkah, all that stuff. Okay. Yes. So Judaism started in ancient civilizations and has kept on going until now. And then we also finished Christianity, which also started in ancient times and has been going till now. And then we also worked on and finished Islam, which again started in ancient times and goes until now. So we have 2 left. The people that follow the Islam religion are typically Muslim. That's usually the religion that comes from it. Okay, so you should have copy and pasted all of those things onto those 3. So that means we need to scroll down to Hinduism, which for me is page number 4 because I haven't been copy and pasting, but it might be more like page 5 or 6 for you guys. But we're on Hinduism, so please go find that and have it open on your screen so that I can just check a guardian so I know that you're with me, please. So Hinduism, so I just can check and make sure you're with me. Okay, it's looking good. Awesome. If you're like Charlie and you've already finished filling all of these out, just sit tight and listen as we talk about it, because maybe something didn't make sense when you were copy and pasting, so you want to just listen and hear what we're learning about today. Okay. It looks like you guys are all on Hinduism. Looking good. Yeah. If you've already turned it in, you might not be able to see it, so just follow along on my screen then, okay? So, let's go ahead, and I need to scroll down to Hinduism. I want to say, well, not what I meant to click. Let's see. There we go. Hinduism is slide number 12, if you need to find it. Slide number 12 for Hinduism.
I know that there was no major talk to Buddhism.
Nope. Also, I think your microphone might be on, Dawn. Or Charlie's is. Turn your microphone on. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and go over Hinduism. There's quite a few major gods in Hinduism, but the main 3 that are talked about are Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu, among other gods. Okay, so those are their major 3 gods. Their founder, they don't really have a founder, but it was possible that the Aryans in India founded the religion. Okay. Their holy book is called the Vedas. I think it's a set of books, actually. But it's the Vedas. Okay. Their leadership is called a guru.
That's not funny word.
Guru.
No, it's funny in Southwater.
Okay. And then their view of Dharma. Dharma is the moral law combined with spiritual discipline that guides one's life. So Dharma is the path of righteousness, which is like going about things the correct way, doing right in the world, and living one's life according to the guidelines of Hinduism. So they have a set of guidelines that you should follow as a Hindu, and if you follow those, you'll be able to go to their version of heaven. Okay. You know I know how that happens, right? There's a little tab. Yeah. I know how that works. Okay, so that means that over on the Google document, you should be able to fill out the name of the major gods, the founder, the holy book, leadership, and the view of Dharma. I'll give you guys a minute or two to get those copy and pasted over, please and thank you.
That wasn't me.
Miss Jones,
Yeah,
can you go back to the passage?
right here?
Yeah.
Okay, there you
Thank
go.
you.
Uh-huh. Put them away for now, please. Thank you. All right, wait about 30 more seconds, and then we will look at the next one. Is your hand up, Skylar, or are you just got your hands up? I don't know if you can hear me. That's all right. All right, I'm going to look at the next slide. Slide number 13. We're still talking about Hinduism. Okay. Hindus have the view of reincarnation. What does reincarnation mean? You're born again, right? After you die, you're born again as something else. So Hindus believe that you are in a constant cycle of life, death, and rebirth. In each life, you gain more and more knowledge and understanding of the world, and then you bring those memories and experiences into your next life so you can lead a better life. Yeah, Yoshi.
So can that happen to monkeys?
I don't know. You'd have to ask someone who's Hindu.
Yeah, novel.
And then you have Enlightenment, which they call Nirvana. It's the point of the reincarnation cycle where you finally give up at wanting to live in the world because you have no more wants or needs. So your cycle is complete. So that means that you have basically gained all of the knowledge and everything that you need. You can't get anything more out of life, so you won't be reincarnated again. And
No, everyone wants to.
so they probably live a lot of lives. In their religion, I'm sure that it takes a long time and a lot of reincarnations to get all of that knowledge of the world. I know, from what I know about the religion, because I don't know a whole lot about it, it takes, like, there's not a whole lot of people that can actually get to enlightenment.
What's they believe?
Which they believe in, yes. They believe in enlightenment and reincarnation. But other major religions do not, like Christianity does not, right? So it really depends on what religion you follow. And then they have the view of karma, which I think you probably have heard of karma. Hindus believe that the good and bad things that you do in your life will follow you into your next life. Good deeds equal a high status, bad ones equal a lower status, and that includes animals. So Yoshi, that might answer your question. A monkey maybe can be reincarnated, yes. I don't know for sure though, but based off of that, maybe. But karma is like, if you do something bad, it's gonna come. Something bad is gonna happen to you. Like, it's a cycle. What goes around comes around, is what they say, right? So go ahead and be copy and pasting that. I'll give you guys. When you're done, you can't get it turned in yet, but you still have to stay here and listen to me talk about it. Okay, that's fine though. Give you guys about 2 minutes to go ahead and get this stuff copy and pasted over. Alex, are you going to do the copy and pasting? Because that's all you got to do today. Copy and paste. It looks like a lot of you guys are doing that. Good. 1 more minute on this, and then we're going to go ahead and go to the next slide. No, Charlie, don't turn it in yet. We're going to work on it tomorrow. Yeah. Alrighty, let's go ahead and look at our next slide. We're still talking about Hinduism. Their sacred place is the Ganges River. Do you guys remember which civilization we talked about that has the Ganges River in it? No. It is an ancient one. No, not ancient Greece. Not Rome. No, which ancient civilization did we talk about? The Ganges River. No, still not right. I'm pretty sure it's ancient China, guys, or ancient India. My bad. The Ganges River is in India. So ancient India, when we talked about ancient India, we talked about, yeah, we did. But only for a week, not for very long. But the Ganges River is in ancient India. So this religion kind of stems from India. The important laws and teaching. There are the roles of the 3 gods that we talked about earlier. Brahma is the creator of things. Shiva is the destroyer of things. And Vishnu is the preserver of things, keeps things as they should be. And then they believe that the history and the world is a constant cycle of where the gods fulfill their roles. There are 4 aims of Hinduism. Dharma is righteousness. Artha is wealth. Kama is worldly pleasure. And moksha is salvation or liberty. And then a couple of interesting details. Cows are sacred animals in Hinduism because they are believed that they are identified. Okay, can I reread that? Wow. Cows are sacred animals in Hinduism because they are identified with a god and are seen as a symbol of caring. And then the Ganges River is a sacred place where people will enter to cleanse their spirit or their soul, like almost like a baptism in that river. Okay. So I'll give you guys a minute or 2 to go ahead and be copy and pasting over those things. No, wait, copy and paste. Nice and easy for you. Yep. Listen for now because I'm going to talk about those papers after this and what we're going to do with them. We'll talk about that in a little bit, yeah. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and look at Buddhism. So, in Buddhism, there is not a major god. They don't have a major god, but the founder is Buddha, and he named it after himself, Buddhism. The holy book is I don't know if I can say this right, the Tipitaka? Tapitaka?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Tapitaka, yeah. Their leadership are the monks. In their view of Dharma, in Buddhism, Dharma refers to the teaching of Buddha that guides one's life in the pursuit of Nirvana.
What is Nirvana again?
I believe they talk about what Nirvana is. They do talk about what Nirvana is, so we'll talk about that. Nirvana is a band from the 90s, but that's not what they're talking about.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, Nirvana had some of the best music ever, but Kurt Cobain died, so they didn't make any more music. Kurt Cobain.
Oh.
Nice try. So, Buddhism is not based off of worshiping a god or anything like that. Buddhism is basically a religion about giving everything up and finding peace and your place in the world.
They don't get married if they're Buddhist or Hindu.
Buddhists don't get married. Monks are people that, like, they almost like nuns, right? They don't get married. They give their life to the religion, and
Wait, but they're not Hindus.
they don't.
What do Hindus do? So they
Hindus get married and stuff. What?
Because they become extinct?
No, they just recruit people to their religion.
No, he's meaning like, that means they're not, the people that are not kids.
Oh, like, well, yeah, they don't have kids, so their family is not passed on, no.
Yeah.
Like, their bloodline?
Unless they had like a sister or something.
Yeah, unless they have family that did not convert to Buddhism. But most of them, as far as I know, I could be completely wrong, so I don't know, but as far as I know, monks, at least the leadership people, the monks don't get married or anything like that, but not everybody in Buddhism is considered a
Does anyone
monk.
understand the sound of music? Nope.
Yeah.
It's like all about this nun. It's about this nun. She had to do a mighty work to go up with her family to become an actual nun. And she worship. But instead, she decided to
Yep. So let's keep going. We got a couple more slides here. Buddhism has a view of reincarnation. Buddhist people believe that you are in a constant cycle of life, death, and rebirth as well. In each life, you are looking to reach enlightenment. In Buddhism, you restart in each life, and you do not take anything from the previous life with you. So in Hinduism, you remember things from your old life to help you in your new one, but in Buddhism, you just restart. You don't remember anything, you just restart your life and relive it again. That's how they believe reincarnation works. Okay? And for them, enlightenment means that you reach nirvana. And nirvana means blowing out, and it's the point in the life cycle where you reach total enlightenment. You are the happiest you're ever going to be. You have removed all wants or desires from your life, and you are just at peace with everything. That's nirvana. So yeah, that's.
I have grandparents who don't worship Buddha, I know, but they like the statue of him and it means peace to them.
Yeah, Buddhists really believe in peace and love and harmony and things like that. They want the best for everybody, and their goal is to just be at peace in their own life and reach nirvana. It's a very peaceful religion.
Like, all of them are
Hmm.
They don't remember everything. How do they know what happened?
They just believe that it does. Hang on, we're not done. The view of karma. Buddhists believe that the good and the bad deeds in life will follow you into the next. So similar to Hinduism, whatever you do in your previous life will affect your next life. You're just not going to know it in Buddhism. So if you do good things in your previous life, good things will happen to you in your next life. And vice versa. If you do bad things in your previous life, bad things might happen to you in your next life.
But I kind of don't believe that.
Everybody, yeah. I don't know. Everybody has different beliefs about karma and all of that stuff. Yeah. All right. And then the last, oh, there's one more after this. Oh, it's just questions. We're not going to do that. The last slide that we're going to talk about, their sacred place is the Bodhi tree. I don't know where that is. We could always look it up. Their important laws and teaching, though, they have 3 basic laws. First is Anika. Life is constantly changing. Nothing is permanent and everything changes. Then they have Dukkha. There is no goodness or beauty because they cause suffering and want. And then they have Anatta. There is no permanence of yourself or your soul. It's always changing. So life is always changing. There can never be goodness or beauty because they cause suffering and all that stuff. And then finally, they have the 4 noble truths. Number 1, in life there is pain and suffering.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. Number 2, suffering and pain is caused by wants and desires. So wanting or needing things.
Sometimes.
Number 3, to end your suffering, you need to end all your wants and desires. So you can't need anything in life. And then number 4, the way to end your suffering is to follow the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is right below that. And it says that you must act like this and have the right of these things. So you must have the right views, the right intentions, the right speeches, the right actions. Yeah, no, none of them do. The right livelihoods, the right efforts, the right mindfulness, and the right concentration. When you get all of these things and they all align and you're doing all of those things perfectly, that's when you as a Buddhist will reach enlightenment and nirvana.
What if you're someone who doesn't want to reach nirvana?
Then you probably aren't Buddhist. Yep.
What's nirvana? Everyone else
Nirvana is like their heaven. Their place of everything is perfect.
but isn't that like a desire?
To get there, the want to get there? A little bit, yeah.
No.
Do they ever get there then? Who knows? So, once you are done copy and pasting everything over onto those Google documents, you are good to go. You don't need to say, oh wait, hang on, before you leave, don't leave the Google Meet. Sorry. Before you leave the Google Meet, I'm going to say it again. I will not be here tomorrow afternoon, so there's not going to be a social studies live lesson. Yes. So there will not be a social studies live lesson tomorrow, and then on Thursday and Friday there will not be live lessons. Now again, I'm not here to give a live lesson, but there will be assignments. They're not things that you are going to need too much guidance on. I will make sure that you have all the things that you need before I leave work tomorrow. But again, just because I'm not here does not mean that you get the free days. Those of you here, you'll get your attendance, but if I can't go online and check to make sure that those of you that do your work online from home have done any of the assignments for the day, I can't give you credit and attendance for that day. So those of you that are online, I'm going to check every night to make sure you've done at least one thing. If you have done it, you'll get your attendance for the day. So please make sure you're still doing stuff. I might not be here, but you still got to do it. Charlie.
So we will have a substitute?
Yes, those of you in class are,
Remember Miss Wyatt?
yeah, Miss Wyatt will be your substitute. Those of you in class will have a substitute. Elijah, no, there's not going to be any help sessions tomorrow or Thursday, because I'm going to Washington State, so I got to go on flights and things like that, and I'm going for my grandfather's funeral, so we're going to be busy and all of that stuff, so we won't have any Google Help sessions until next week again, and if there's stuff from this week that you really were not good with, come to those Google Meet help sessions next week, and we can get that worked out, okay? Sound good? Okay. That's all I have to say for today. We do have ELA and math tomorrow. I am here for those 2 classes tomorrow, so you need to log in for ELA and math tomorrow. Other than that, we will see you guys in the morning, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.
Do we turn it in?
Yes, you can get it turned in.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I didn't stop recording.